Hello, everybody. Bear with me. I'm running a few minutes late here, guys. Equipment problem. Huh. I can talk to dead people all day long, but work a microphone or technology, sometimes that's a challenge. How are you guys doing? Are you guys having a good weekend? It's Saturday. Sorry, I'm still getting things together here. It's Saturday, and it is a strange time to be in the world. Hey, you guys. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about what's going on in the world because I want you guys to know that everything is just fine. I know it doesn't look just fine right now, but I've been doing a lot of prayers recently, you guys, and there's a lot of weird things going on in my life right now that is going to affect all of you, just so you know. Because while the world is like showing this little storm that's going on in the outside world, and I've been telling you guys for a while, turn your TVs off. Try not to pay attention to that. Because if you can focus on the things that bring you more joy, oh man, is God going to send you so many things that will make you feel so much joy and distract you from this illusion. And I want you to know it's really is. There is an illusion going on. People have had a hard time understanding what I mean when I've been saying some of these weird things lately. I know I've been very weird lately, but things are not as they seem. If you were watching a B movie and you saw in that movie somebody, let's say they were doing some kind of ceremony where they got like inaugurated for something or something, and let's say you saw them walk in one tie and walk out in another, you'd be like, wow, that director missed something. Or they walked in with one hairdo and came out with the other, or the actor went in 20 pounds lighter than they came out. And, with movies, our eyes are trained to see that kind of stuff, right? But in everyday life, when we see it on TV, a lot of people, I'm shocked. There's so much of this going on right now. And people are like just believing whatever it is they see. So question what you see if you're watching TV. Focus on what makes you feel better, and good stuff will come in, I promise. So there's this really extraordinary thing going on right now. You guys, if you've been following me for a while, then I've talked about building a center so that I will be able to do weekly group readings for you guys for a very low rate. I don't want to be one of those mediums that charges people $100 or $200 for a 1 in 20,000 chance at the Saddle Dome or something to be able to get a reading. I never want to do that. So I'm building a center where there's only 150, 200 seats, and then I give weekly group readings every week, 1 or 2 group readings for only $30 or $40 a person, so that everybody has a chance to access this, right? Well, in the middle of this pandemic, God sent me a builder. Not just a builder, one of the best in the city, I think. And it's going so fast, you guys. There's already been a proposal put in. There's an offer done. So the reason why I'm telling you guys this is we need your prayers. If you guys want this center as much as I do, and I wish I could tell you all about all the amazing things that we're going to offer at this center, but I don't want to give it away. I don't want anyone to steal my ideas. Some of you know, because when you've come to see me for private readings and stuff, I've told you all about it. I can't keep my big mouth shut, but some of you have no idea, and you're going to be so pleasantly surprised, you guys. It is awesome. Oh, this is annoying. You want to know funny is that I had a sick cat this weekend, so I brought the litter box upstairs. So my other cat that's not sick, she's like, oh, check this out. This is good for me. So she's over there using it. I have to throw something at her. Give me a second. Nilla! Oh, maybe I didn't. I just had to yell at her. She saw me pick something up. She's like, okay, the lady means business. All right. Anyway, you guys, so I need your help, please. There's an offer put in. And if this is the right place, and I think it is because it's so perfect, you guys, then it's going to work. And building starts around my birthday, so around April. And it should be up by the summer. So prayers, fingers crossed. All right. So please don't worry about what's going on, because I want to tell you, that's what I want to finish before we go into these messages, is when I prayed and I was like, God, really? I really want to do this, but you're sending me somebody now in the middle of a pandemic to build an event center. Have you looked outside lately, God? Like, really? And you know what answer I got? The answer I got was, Tracy, because see, when I do these meditation things, I never get an answer that's just an answer. Never. They answer my questions with questions, which is annoying, but it's effective, I guess, because the questions that I got answered with, listen to that. The questions I got answered with were, Tracy, it wasn't raining when I told Noah to build the ark either. Okay, got you. So I start proceeding with this. I'm like, okay, gotcha. Wasn't raining when you, okay, we need to do this. And it's because there's some truths and things coming to the world that people are going to need that help. People are starting to wake up. Our gifts are coming alive. Our abilities are coming alive. And people need a chance to learn how to use them. They need a chance to, anyway, so God's setting it up so that when the world is open up again, it's ready to go. And as we are going through this in my head, I've been like, okay, God, but how am I supposed to do this and this and this? And how am I going to get this set up? And and the answer I got this morning was, do you think when I told Noah to build the ark that he knew how he was going to get those animals in there? Or do you think that he just left that part up to me? I think I'm going to leave that part up to God because I'm not going to go wrestle no tigers. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to do what I'm told. So there's a center coming, you guys. Get excited. I'm so excited. Pray. And yeah, the best is definitely yet to come. So the world can try to tell me one thing, that there's disaster coming, but I'm telling you, God's telling me something else. So do not be afraid. I promise you, things are not as they seem. Okay, so that being said, I'm just jumping right in. Couple of things here. I didn't get a chance to get back to everybody and let them know that I did get their message. We have 3 people we're calling. Hunter, you are now first because the person who was first had something else come up. Then Chloe and then Diane. I didn't get a chance to message you back, Diane, but I will absolutely give you a call here. So Hunter, you are first, and I'm glad because I think this is your mama that's on the other side, and man, has she been beside me all day. Here we go, my friends.
Hello?
Hi, is this Hunter?
Of course.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, Hunter. I hope that, give me a second. I can't even talk. Give me a second. This person's energy is so strong in my head that my words are not even coming out right. Okay.
What, for me?
Yes, for you. I think it's your mom. You have a mom on the other side, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She's in my head so strong all morning that I could hardly breathe. Like, even now as I'm talking to you, my hands are sweating. My heart is beating. She's like right here. But okay. So before we get started, though, I got to just settle her down here. Before we get started, you're a new member. I've never read for you before, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So have you ever seen any of my readings to know how this works for me or anything like that?
No, I have just heard from my sister.
Okay. Well, I want you to keep in mind that the dead are not talking to me. They're talking to you. I am simply the medium, the person that is in between. They don't communicate the same way that you and I do with speech because they don't have a physical body. They communicate with the vibrational energy of synchronicity, coincidence, and symbology. So now what they do is they kind of take over all of my thoughts, feelings, and experiences. They show me whatever it is they need to show me to get me to say what they need me to say. But keep in mind that I don't always know why they're wanting me to say those things because it's not my life. They're not talking to me. They're talking to you.
Yeah.
So it's very important that if you hear me trying to understand a sign or a symbol the way that I normally would, but you understand it differently, it's very important you let me know. You're right. I'm wrong. They're not talking to me. They're talking to you.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So I like to start with a connecting exercise, which just helps me get connected to your energy. So what I want you to do is I want you to sit somewhere where your feet are flat on the floor for a minute.
Yep.
And then I want you to close your eyes. And when I'm done talking, I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it straight through the phone at me and give me a minute to focus.
Okay.
Okay, Hunter, I was picking this up too before we even started, so bear with me. I'm not sure if I'm picking up one or two energies. I almost think I have two people here. Okay, this beginning part, when you do that connecting exercise, it's kind of, I call it the puzzle dump, because it's kind of like when you're building a puzzle. You have to dump out all the pieces and organize them to figure out how they fit. And when you do that grounding exercise or that connecting exercise, it's like this wash of information comes over me. So in order to figure out how it all fits together, I'm going to describe everything that we're seeing or I'm seeing, and then we'll go back and figure out how it fits. Okay.
Okay.
So right away, I feel like there's two people, but it could be one person. There's definitely some anxiety or some grief around your mom's passing, the way she passed. I know I've talked to your sister and I should remember all these details, sweetie, but I don't. I talk to so many people every single day, so you have to forgive me here. Because she's showing me sudden, unexpected, or traumatic passing. Your mom comes through with a lot of white lighters, and she keeps like my face is like getting so itchy, which is a symbol for disfiguration of the body in some way when I passed. And but see, here's the thing. I could be your mom because I know she was younger when she passed. Like, she didn't live to be as old as we think she should be. But I feel like there's somebody else there with her that passed suddenly, unexpectedly, traumatically as well. I'm getting to the side. Did you lose a friend as well, hun?
No.
Interesting.
I didn't lose any friends.
So this is her, because there's such a traumatic feeling that it almost feels like two energies. It's interesting. That's why I said it could be one person, but it's coming through as two almost. So that's interesting. Hold on.
Okay.
So let's go to your mom's passing for a minute, because she's showing me the trauma again, the trauma. And again, my face is all itchy. So sometimes I will see that with like overdose or accident or something that kind of changes the way that our body looks at the end.
I'm pretty sure it was hanging.
There you go. So it's like the face turns different colors. That's the trauma to the body. That's why I'm getting all itchy. She's very glad you didn't see her like that, right? Because as soon as you said that, she's like, thank goodness he doesn't have that thought in his head. But she's showing me age progression, hun. Has she been on the other side for some time?
Yeah, it's been like almost 11 years.
There you go. She's showing me vroom, vroom, vroom. I'm not sure what the car connection is around you, but she's like real.
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Yes, I'm hearing cars.
My
and
car just died like the past week.
That's so funny. Not funny for you. I mean, not that. Don't take that. She's like, what do you mean? Not like that. Okay, because what she's showing me is she's pounding her chest, which is my symbol for pride. She's very proud of you. And when you said it died, I was like, well, that's interesting. What's the pride about? And she's like, he handled it like a champ. But she's trying to get you to see that this is an opportunity right now. Because when you say your car died, I feel like you've been trying to keep that thing alive for a long time. And that it's as dead as it's going to be right now. You're not going to get it going because you're supposed to be looking in a different direction. See, your mom has been gone for a while, and she said that it's about time that she's not dead anymore. And you need to know she's not dead. She wants you to start thinking about her as if she is invisible, because she is. It's like, see, everything in this body or everything in this world is vibrational, right? And the physical body vibrates very, very slow. That's why we can see, touch, and interact with it, right? And the soul vibrates really, really fast, like the blades of a fan. When they get going around really fast, they become invisible. You see right through them. So the body's job is to contain the soul so we can see and interact with each other in a physical way. But when we lose the body, the soul doesn't just disappear. It's still there, and she's still communicating with you. And the reason why she's bringing up the car right now is because she's saying, listen, can you tell my boy that I can help him with this? Because I keep seeing a newer vehicle. I keep seeing like this one had to die, because if it didn't, you would never have been inspired to look over here. And that one died at exactly the right time so that you could look over here. There's some better opportunity over here. And you can't see it right yet, and that's okay. This is where your mom comes in. because she can. See, she's got a different perspective than you. She's not stuck in the like corn maze of life, right? In the physical corn maze. Her consciousness is raised above. So she can see all around those corners. So when you say to her, Mom, I need your help with this, and this is the type of car I want, Mom, and it's got to have A, B, C, and D, and it's got to be for this price. So bring it to me. And you know what's going to happen is she's going to send you experiences and things that will guide you to exactly the right spot at exactly the right time to receive whatever it is that you've asked for. You kind of got to talk to her like a GPS. I say this to people all the time. If you put into your GPS and you say, tell me what grocery store to go to, is your GPS going to pick one and tell you how to get there?
Yeah.
No, it's not. If you say, tell me which grocery store, it's going to give you a whole list of which ones are available, right?
Oh, right.
And it's going to say you choose. Yeah. So this is where you have to be specific with your mom. You can't just say, you know, tell me what to do, because she can't. She lived her life. You have free will. You have to choose. It's like your GPS is not going to tell you what one to go to. But if you say, this is the grocery store I want to go to, if you say into your GPS, how do I get to Walmart? It'll draw you a map and give you voice instructions along the way, right? Yeah. That's what your mom can do. So you got to say, Mom, this is what I want. I know you're still there. I know you're with me and you're guiding me and you're loving me. So help me bring this into my world and watch it show up for you. Because when that happens, you know she's still there. You know she's with you. You know you're not alone. You're connected to all the energies that are around you. And that is how you take yourself from where you are to where you're going. Because she just keeps showing me that pride sign again, Hunter. She's talking about being so proud of you from where you came. And I feel like you're having a change of... a change of thought. Like I'm thinking this is maturity that I'm picking up, that you're going from prioritizing your friends to prioritizing what you need to do. And you're trying to figure out how to move forward in your life. Am I picking that 100%. Up right? She's so proud of you for this. She's like, you know what? She's showing me my symbol for the breaking of addiction. I'm seeing literally dumping out alcohol. Did you used to drink, hun?
Not a lot. Like, it was never an addiction or anything. I never really got into it that much. I used to smoke weed almost every night, every day.
And you've stopped that more now?
Yeah, I rarely do now. I still do it a bit, but not as much.
She's talking about how addiction runs in the family, I think. I'm seeing a generational curse there. And did she have the alcohol?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was more than just that, though.
Yeah, because what she's showing me is that she's so proud of you that you didn't carry on that generational curse, honey. She wants you to know that what happens is that when you break that cycle that killed her, you slay the dragon that took her out. And she is so extraordinarily proud of you for that and so grateful for that. And she wants you to know that when you don't believe in yourself, she said, you just remember I'm believing in you, because I feel like you had like a dark night of the soul recently, hun. She's talking about how I feel that moment where you're on your knees and you're like, what? And she's like, I'm right here. I promise you I'm right here. You and I together. We're going to do this together. You ask for her help. You are not alone. And she's going to guide you through this to where you deserve to go. She's showing me that diploma, and she kissed your cheek and she goes, you can do it. So you've been thinking about going back to school? Feels more like a trade school kind of thing now.
I'm back in school starting this semester,
There you go. So she knows, trust me, because I don't know that. She knows. And she knows that you've been feeling a little stressed about that, because she's offering a huge amount of encouragement.
Yeah.
Do you have a picture of you and her with you? Or like, I don't know. She's showing me a picture of her and a little boy. Maybe there's more kids there, but I feel like you have a picture of her and you guys when you were kids.
I don't have a physical copy with me.
But you know the picture?
Maybe. I'm trying to think. I'm thinking of one. Is it like just one boy with her?
I think so. I think I see, well, for sure I see the little boy and her. I'm not sure if there's other kids there or not, because that's the only part of the picture I can see. So that could be the whole picture.
Okay. I just only one picture is coming to my head from grade 1 and in the class.
Aw, and she's just, when you say that, my heart like melts. She shows me like a melting popsicle. And then she's like, do you see how cute he was? And I'm like, honey, I can't see. And she's like, that's okay. Take my word for it. She's bragging that she has the most beautiful babies in the whole world. And she's thanking your sister for, that's funny. Usually I see them go, tell her thank you for the encouragement to get him here. But for you, she said, thank her for kicking his ass till he got here. I don't know what that means.
Like my sister?
Yes. I feel like she had to like pull you by your ear and go, just do it.
No, if anything, my sister showed me what not to do, and
Okay.
basically built my strength up so that I can be the person I am right now. And
Then that would make sense, because she's telling me, grabbing me by the ear, and she's like, thank her for this. Thank her for this, because she's like, got you. She's helped you. Oh, I get it. Mom is so proud of the two of you. Why do I feel there's another person? Do you have a third sibling?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, she's got a child, doesn't she?
Who?
Your sister.
Yes.
That's why. Because I'm like, there's three. She shows me the child.
Yeah.
She's so glad that you got this membership. She's like, all right, perfect. I just needed you to tell him how to get this car, Tracy, because she's already got it all lined up for you. But you have to understand that she can't just give it to you unless you ask her for it, because you have free will. What?
The car?
Yes. I don't think it's this old one, though. I think you've been trying to figure out how to fix this old one, and that's not the answer. That's why you're having trouble.
That's already gone.
Good.
I already got that one gone, and I'm planning on getting my sister's, but I don't know if that's going to happen. It's kind of just depends on how stuff goes down, but that was kind of the plan in my head right now, but I'm not completely sure.
Talk to mom. Be sure. Vibrationally create it in your mind before you can create it physically. You have to see it in your mind. Every single thing in this world has to be created in your mind and with speech and everything before it can become physical. So if you're creating, it's not going to happen, or it's going to be hard, or it's cloudy, then guess what you're going to get back? More of hard and cloudy, right?
Yeah.
So start telling yourself, woohoo, mom's got this. She's going to make it happen. And even if it's not my sister's car, it'll be the right one, because I'm seeing within the next 2 to 3 weeks, you've got that. And then it helps for work, because I don't know if you're not working now or there's a job. I know you said you're in school, but there's some kind of work coming up within the next 4 to 6 weeks, I would say. There's some kind of more work coming in.
I mean, I do work full time, and I have been. I actually recently got a promotion.
Yeah.
And I have to drive to work or get rides to work, and it would have been a lot harder without a vehicle. And right now, I'm actually on not paid leave. I got temporarily laid off because of the lockdown. So I'm not working right now.
There you go.
In February 10th or so, which is around 4 weeks, that's when I go back.
That's what she's saying. So she's going to make sure that car is all arranged for you by then. And your only job is not to feel any fear. It's to take those words of maybe out of your vocabulary and start saying, woohoo, thanks, Mom. And let her show you she's not dead, honey. She's just invisible. She has not spent a minute away from you. She loves you so much. She's pulling her energy back. I hope that was helpful, hon.
Yeah, it was, honestly. It's pretty cool, but yeah, it's weird. Like, even like at the start of this call, like I just kind of felt like my heart just kind of like beating a lot more, and like just like this weird feeling.
That's her energy.
I feel like I get like I don't know if it's just me, but I always feel like I can kind of sense these things. Like I always just sense stuff around me. Yeah. Like I get these weird feelings. Sometimes like the lights, like this certain light in my house starts flickering to a certain like pattern. Like and it's not like just regular flickering. It's kind of like, it looks like it's Morse code, but like, I don't know.
Because spirit doesn't speak English. They don't have a body. Yeah. They speak synchronicity and cooperative incidences. coincidence does not mean fluke and random. I'm not going to say there's no such thing as coincidence because we see them all around us. It's so real, but it doesn't mean fluke and random. It means cooperative incidences, and it is literally the language of spirit. Your mom is trying to talk to you, hun. She's trying to talk to you so much. Have you ever seen the show Stranger Things?
Yes.
So do you know that part of the show where the little boy dies, but he's not really dead? He's on the other side and he's trying to communicate. And the mom is like, he's not dead. And they all think she's freaking loony. And that's your mom right now. She's not dead. She's so extraordinarily happy to let you guys know she's so not dead. And when she brings you that car and you guys work together to get that car, then that's just step one of you being able to understand her new language so that you can communicate with her every single day.
Oh.
It's going to be a fun journey.
Yeah.
You have a great rest of your day, hun.
Oh, is this everything?
Well, yes, with the live readings, I can only give you 15, 20-minute readings at a time because we're live. They're recorded, so you'll be able to go back and watch them on YouTube. But I do 3 or 4 callers, and then, hun, you can call in every single month. So because you bought, I think, a 6-month membership, so every month you can call in for another updated updated message from Spirit. And it can be extraordinarily helpful for situations quite like yours with your mom, who's very much trying to show you that she's a part of your life as they give little validations as the months go on. Hopefully it will be helpful.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you for your time. That was pretty cool.
You're very welcome. I look forward to talking to you again next month, Hunter.
Awesome. I'll talk to you then.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Awesome. Okay, and I forgot to tell you guys about the like and share. I'm going to do that real quick here. I see some people are remembering it, or maybe they're not. They're just, how can I connect with you? So if you're wanting to connect with me, my email address and the booking address is in the description page below. And if you are watching this, one of the most important aspects that I like about the THM is that we operate on exchange of energy. So when you guys give back to me, I give back to you. So if you're watching this and you would like a reading or a message from, holy, my next person here is so loud. They're already in my head, clearing out my thoughts. Can't talk straight. Let me try this again. If you would like me to pull a tarot card for you, somebody wrote like and share it. There we go. All you got to do is write like and share it on here. Please like and share the video as well. You guys, when you like it, see there's 3 likes right now, but every time you guys like the video, then it kicks it into the algorithm that sends it out to other people, right? So like the video, share the video, comment on here, liked and shared, and then I write all your names down. And every Tuesday morning, I come on here at 10 a.m. General Mountain Time, and I pull a tarot card for every single person who's on the list. So, okay. I got to go to the next person because they're in my head so loud I can't even breathe. I can't think straight. All I can hear is like love songs. So this is interesting. Chloe, I'm coming to you, sweetie. Oh, my, getting sweaty. What is with you?
Hello.
Hello, is this Chloe?
Hi, Tracy.
Hi, Chloe. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I had a whole bunch of things starting to come as soon as I started to dial you. I got really hot and sweaty, and then I started hearing like a combination of a bunch of different love songs. I don't even know how to explain it.
Oh, God.
Whew. Okay. Your guy's coming through again. Everybody's coming through today that had some disfiguration, so I'm still feeling it. So forgive me if you see me scratching my face. That's just the signal for disfiguration. Okay, are you ready, hun?
I'm ready.
All right, so I want you to put both feet flat on the floor. I want you to close your eyes, and then I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it straight through the phone at me. And give me a minute to focus. Okay, give me a second here, Chloe. Wow. You know, you're a young little white lighter, don't you? Wow. Or not white lighter, but
light worker?
light worker. That's what I mean.
Oh my God, I keep hearing that.
Yeah, you're a young little light worker because you just had angels show up. So here's the thing. I know that you have your fiance that's on the other side here. Yes, he's here. That's where all the love sounds are coming from and why my nose gets so itchy. There is a mother figure above him, but I think she's more related to you than him. Interesting. I think this is not mother. I think this is grandmother because she's going one above you. So this down. I keep hearing something about the decision. I feel like we're trying to figure out which way to go. And you have an enormous amount of angels that are coming down, which is, I don't always see that.
I've had the weirdest things happen to me recently, like dreams of angels trying to teach me how to talk to people on the
This is what I'm saying. They're showing up for you in this reading because they're validating that. And they're telling you to just breathe. And that's why I'm hearing the trying to make a decision. She's trying to make a decision. I feel like you're trying to figure out which way you want to go with this. And they're wanting you to know. You're not going crazy. You're not going crazy. They're telling you.
Tracy woke up at 4:30 in the morning and texted my friend, and I was like, I just had a dream where angels were surrounding me, telling me how to get to the light to talk to the people on the other side.
Yeah. What was the first thing I said to you when you called in? You're a little light worker. Because you are, and that's why they're showing up for you, and they're trying to tell you to just relax. It's all good. See, I think what they're trying to tell you is that this is your destiny, right? Because you've been questioning, is this right? Is this wrong? Is this what I'm supposed to do? And you can see that this is your destiny out there, but it's not here yet. And I think you want it to be here. Most of us who are mediums, we crave that wanting to do this work right now, right? I just want to know how. I want all the tools. I want to know how to do it right now, right? I remember that impatience. They're there trying to bring you comfort and let you know that you are exactly where you're supposed to be right now. You're not supposed to be doing this work yet. You're not ready. You're supposed to be learning all the tools and mastering, figuring out which ones you are good at and which ones you are not, which ones you like, which ones you don't. You need to navigate through a few more, I don't want to call them storms, but I'm going to say challenges that are going to happen in your world before you're going to be. No, that's a good thing. You have to understand, you can't teach people things that you don't know.
True.
So if you wonder why you went through the pain that you went through, I mean, if you're a light worker who is going to be helping people deal with death, then you have to understand death.
Right.
So what the angels are trying to say to you is, sweetheart, I know you want to go fast and you want to be there now, but there is some challenges that you have to overcome in order for you to be ready to be that leader for people. And those are some deep challenges, and you might not be ready for those challenges yet. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I doubt myself a lot. Like, I'm like, is this like, I don't know. And people are very like judgmental.
Yeah.
With like spiritual awakenings. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
I feel like very differently.
Well, they won't be on the other side of what's going on in the world. Things are going to be a lot different on the other side of what's going on in the world. And you know what? Don't worry about what people say. My nickname for the first 35 years of my life, and I'm going to actually say this on air, was Crazy Tracy. Literally. My family, people, they called me Crazy Tracy for many years. I did weird things. I would ask weird questions. I'd be talking to somebody and I'd be like, is it your birthday? Or did your grandma have trouble breathing? Or, I'd ask weird.
This used to happen to me because I used to be a hairstylist. And
yep.
I used to always get people sitting in my chair and I'd randomly want to ask them something. And one time there was this woman and I just for whatever reason, I just really wanted to ask her about children. And she had literally just had a stillborn. And she was like, I didn't want to talk about it to anybody. And then I was just compelled, we had the longest conversation ever, and then she came to see me once a month to talk about her daughter, and I was the only person she would talk about her daughter to.
Yeah.
I've had these weird things happen.
Because you're a light worker. And so whatever I just want to say that I'm not sure what you're going through right now, but your fiance is saying that You are going through a little bit of a challenge right now, but I want you to understand things from the perspective that he's showing you. Is that I feel like you're walking into a challenge that you have faced before, and that maybe you weren't able to find a perfect solution to before. And you're facing this challenge again now, but because you have a different perspective on what the challenge actually is this time, you're going to go right, you're going to skip over it kind of to the, it's almost like I see a skipping rock, skipping over the water. It's like you're not going to hit the challenge part. You're going to, as long as you keep your head up, as long as you keep your thoughts positive, it's not going to actually be hard like you thought it was. And I think on the other side of that, you're going to feel like you are flying. You're going to be like, holy shit, did you just see how easy I did that? Holy, excuse me.
I pulled my own tarot cards and it said the exact same thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on right now. You just got to take a breath and relax into it. You're so young, honey. You still have babies. You still have things that are going on in your world. And when you need some direction, just ask for what you need. Last night before I went to bed, I asked a specific thing. I'm not going to say it on air in case people are watching that know me. But I said, you know what? I need to know something about a certain someone. And I need, just give me a sign. And I got it. I got the sign this morning in way bigger than I thought I was going to get the sign. So, I mean, if you ask for, and way sooner, like usually when I say I need a sign, it takes like days or sometimes a week. And then it'll like, okay, there it is. But it was automatic. The lag time between what we ask for and when it appears in our world is quicker and quicker and quicker every single day. And I think the reason is because the resistance is being cleared out. And what I mean by that is in the old world, there was a lot of, so if there is very loving and valuable non-physical entities all around us, our loved ones, angels, spirit guides, all those types of beings, right? If those are real, then the dark force ones are real as well. And in the old world, they ran rampant. So when we were trying to create something, they would get in there and make it hard and difficult and make it take a long time. But they're all being rounded up right now, and the light forces are coming in stronger than ever. So the manifestation time between what we're thinking and what we manifest in our world is much quicker because there's less resistance.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Tune into where you want to go, ask for help to get there, and they're guiding you all the way. That's why the angels are showing up. It's to comfort you and let you know that you are correct about where you are, but you have work to do right now. You have work, you have babies that need you, I feel like, and you're supposed to be just enjoying that right now. Just enjoy it. Get good at it and practice. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, it does.
And he loves you very much. He's turning up those love songs again. Very, very, very much. Okay, that's more than I wanted to see. So as I'm pulling my energy back, he just showed me, this is so gross, so I'm sorry. I know you have a little baby. I just saw projectile poop.
Oh, fun.
I have 4 children, so I've seen that before. And I'm like, that's gross. Why are you showing me that? Either he just had a tummy thing or he's moving into that. I don't know if this is a formula thing or a breastfeeding thing. I don't know what this is. But there's something about projectile poops. Do you know what he's talking about?
Yeah. He poos all the time.
And like
it's always, yeah.
Projectile?
Well, like, if I would let it, like, yeah, like he farts all the time. Like, if I would not have the diaper ready because I already had to before him, then yeah, it would probably be all over me. But you know, I would come prepared this time.
Oh, so he's laughing his butt off, and I feel like this must have recently just happened because he's laughing at you and he's wanting you to know that he's there with you at that moment. He loves watching you be a mom. That's what he said. And he just needs you to know that he's not missing those most precious moments. So when you say to him, did you see that? He's like, yes, I did. He loves you so much, honey. He's pulling his energy back. I hope that, he's pulling his back and your grandma's there. She's like, what? You said I was here. You're just going to ignore me? That's so funny. I feel like I can smell her. Do you understand that? What is that?
Yeah. I have her perfumes.
Oh, she loves it. She loves it. She's like, just remember I'm on your team too. Hey, she's really beautiful, your grandma. She's like decked out, I got to tell you. She's all dressed up.
We look the same. We're like identical.
Aw, she loves you so much. She's so proud of you. She's on your team too. And I feel like you get some of your gifts from that side. That she had some of them as well. So she said, just ask me when you need help. Just ask me.
Yes, that is so accurate. No, Tracy, there's just one person that I've been like, because I've talked to you a few times, but this person has never said anything. And I'm just wondering if like where she's at. As like a friend of mine.
Yeah, I can see another person over there, and I can tell that she passed with some disfiguration because my nose gets going again. It's been kind of going this whole time. However,
her nose was so broken.
Your what?
It was like before she died. I said her nose was literally flat because it's broken.
Shut up right now. I don't know if you're watching this the whole time. The whole time I'm embarrassing myself by like scratching my nose on camera the whole time going, oh, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. So yeah, she's here. It's just that her energy is very similar to your boyfriend's, you understand? Or to your fiancés, because they both pass suddenly unexpectedly before we think of as their time. They're both to the side. They both love you. So their energies feel so similar to me that I just assume. So I'm glad that you asked that. I do see the hair. I don't know why she's talking about the curly hair. Did she have curly hair?
No.
Why does she keep...
So the first like psychic like experience I ever had before she died. So she died like really unexpectedly, and she was my neighbor and she was my best friend, and I used to do her hair. I did it pink before she died, but when she died, she came to me in a dream and she was like, "Do not let them bury me with pink hair." She was like, "Please make it black again." And so I woke up and called her family and was like, "You guys better put a wig or something for her because she came to me in a dream and told me that I need to color her hair back black and I can't look at her like that." And anyways, yeah, that was like the first time I've ever like had a dead person like talk to me.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy that she would bring up the hair.
Yeah.
I had done it right before she died, and then
I see. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. She says. But then I do have to say that she's around your daughters. You have 2 little girls, right?
Oh my God, she was obsessed with my daughter.
Yeah, she goes right over to her. She's like, let her know that I'm still here with this one. I'm still here. She's like playing with her hair, and it's just, I feel like it's her baby.
She loved her.
Aw. Well, please know she is there. They're all together watching over you and guiding you and very much enjoying just being here on this journey with you. You're doing a great job, hun. Deep breaths. Just remember, things just are a lot slower usually than we would like them to be. It's kind of like pregnancy. You get pregnant on day 1, you have 9 months to wait. Even though you don't want to wait that long, it's in the best interest of everybody involved if you do wait that long, right?
Yeah.
So deep breaths. Know that they're there with you. And he's funny. He's like, "No, I'm laughing at you when my boy's pooping on you." And he's like,
"Do you know how many times he peed on me?"
Yeah.
He's peed on me so many times.
That's why he's laughing at you. What's his name? Shane? Is that his name? See, I wouldn't remember that. If you ask me when this call's over, I have no freaking clue. But while I'm connected to his energy, I can feel it. Know that he's with you, hun.
That's my son's name too. They're both named Shane.
Aww.
But yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Tracy.
You're welcome. You have a great rest of your day. Okay, hun?
You too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Let's see if my nose will go back to normal now. All right. Who do we have next? Here we go. Diane, I'm coming to you. How's my time doing? Oh, we're good. We're good. I'm so happy these days, you guys, that I'm almost like singing on air. So if that happens, sorry. Hurt your ears. Maybe she's not going to answer because I forgot to tell her I was calling.
Hello.
Hi, is this Diane?
Yes, Tracy, how are you?
I'm good. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to write you back and say, yes, I'm calling.
No worries.
Were you expecting me?
Yes, I was.
Oh, okay, good. You're watching. Because I did say in the beginning that I would call you. I just didn't get a chance to write you back because I was running late.
No problem.
Okay, are you ready to do this?
I'm so ready.
Okay, interesting. You have I'm giddy. Okay, let me just slow my energy down a minute. I don't know if you're falling in love or what, but I'm hearing the song Clumsy. That's interesting. Have you ever heard that song before?
No, but I'm a clumsy person.
Too funny. Okay, let's do this. Close your eyes for me. I want you to put both feet flat on the floor. And then I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it straight through the phone at me and give me a minute to focus. Interesting. She's like, yes, I know. That's why we're talking, Tracy. Ha. Okay, so there's two people stepping forward, and I don't remember exactly who they are, but they're not interested in validating to me, so we must have spoken to them before. There is a mother figure, and there's a father figure. But I don't think it's both your parents because one feels above the other one. So one feels maybe like a grandmother and then the father figure, or it's vice versa. I'm not sure. I do hear daddy's hands, which is my symbol for father figure, or someone who's on dad's side of the family. I know I should remember who your loved ones are by now, honey. I don't.
No worries.
Slow this down. They're showing me, see, they're, like I said, they're not interested in me in validating for me. They're talking about what there's going on in your world right now. But I want to know who I'm talking to. Is your dad on the other side, hon?
No.
So I think this would be grandma on dad's side then, because I'm hearing daddy's hands. Would that make sense? Is your dad's mom on the other side?
Yes.
Interesting. So as soon as you say yes, she's starting to validate a little bit. Has she not come through before?
No.
Interesting. Because so what happens right away is that, again, I'm seeing daddy's hands. I get the mother figure. She shows me distance or space, which is my symbol for either being on the other side for some time, a distance away from you, or a distance in space. I get times or a distance, emotional distance in the physical world. I don't know if there's something. I don't know if she passed before you were born or you didn't know her so well, but there's something like this.
When my dad was very young.
Oh, that's why. Okay. She's really happy to come through today. I don't think you were expecting her.
No.
Because do you know what she showed me when you first called in, hun? She said that we have to talk about this right now because you're in a Noah moment too.
So, in a what moment?
A Noah moment. So what is going on around the world right now is we are all going through kind of some Bible situations. Do you know what I mean? And it's extraordinary, actually. So you can see the Moses one taking place with Trump trying to get back the slaves and things like that. If you've been listening to what I've been talking about for a long time. And right now, like I was saying earlier, I'm in a Noah moment because God is sending me all of these people in these situations and saying, build it. And I'm going, have you looked outside? Like, really? Now? You want me to do this now? And the answer I got was, it wasn't raining when I told Noah to build the ark. He didn't question it. He just did it. And as soon as I tuned into your energy, I felt the same thing. I feel like you're being called or pulled to make a decision, but you're confused because it doesn't make sense with what's going on. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes.
Because your grandmother is saying that you're having a Noah moment, sweetie. Your gut, your intuition is saying, I'm being called to make this choice and decision. And I'm not 100% sure why, but I know I need to make it. She wants you to trust that. Because that is you putting all your eggs in the God basket. That's you putting all of your eggs in the basket of faith and trust and moving forward to what you want, right? Don't get stuck in the comfort. I feel like this is a move. I got to be honest with you. I almost feel like this is a move, or it's either a big move, either physically, or it's a relationship move. Well, that's interesting. Hold on a second. Are you single? You feel single, but not single.
We've been separated for 8 years. So I'm single without the legal.
But you're not divorced.
Nope.
That's why you don't feel single.
Okay.
Because I can still feel that tie. I'm like, you feel single, but you don't feel single. And I don't understand what this is. That makes sense, because I feel like you need to let go of that. Have you been thinking about like applying for the divorce or anything like that?
Yes, for 8 years.
Yeah, you need to do that, honey. You need to do that, because vibrationally you're cutting yourself off from the past. It's funny. Oh, that's so weird. I'm sorry. You just gave me like, whoo, heebie-jeebies. Last night, I had a dream that I went to an old house of mine and we were burning the past down. We were burning my house down, and it's my old house. And I woke up because I was like, really? Am I burning this down? Why do I feel so happy about burning down a house? This has to be a dream. And then I woke up. And I think there's a message in there for you as well. I just got the goosebumps and I saw that dream, because I think that I think what's going on, hon, is that you want something in your world now. You want that relationship. There's love that wants to come into your world right now, but you're not in a vibrational receptive mode. You can't have, if the perfect man came to you right now, he would be put off, because you would have to say, well, I'm not divorced yet. Right? So they're saying this is your Noah moment. This is your Noah moment. This is why now I understand why it's a Noah moment, because, for example, in my world right now, they're saying build it and they will come, and just trust. And it doesn't matter. There's a pandemic and everything's closed down. Just do it. You are having this inclination to divorce and do that right now, even though everything's like closed down and it's harder almost, right? The courts, everything's weird. And it's like, why now? Why would I do it now? Now, you know why you need to do it now? Because there is somebody amazing that's about to walk into your world. But if he walks in and there's no space for him, or he also sees that vibrational tie that you're not disconnected from yet, then you're going to bounce off each other. He's not going to stick this time. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I think you need to do that. And not just that, but honestly, it's going to free you from all of those things that you've been carrying around and just not trying to think about for a long time. You're still carrying them. If you go forward with that, you disconnect from that old world, and the blessings will start flashing in like you can't even imagine, Diane. Slow that down.
Well, I was just talking to my son today about selling the house.
Yeah, that's another move. Remember I said that I could feel that move coming in around you?
Yeah.
It's a lot of big changes like that, right? Because see, have you lived in that house since you separated from your husband?
I've been in it 33 years.
That's what I'm saying. So your energy is in that house. It's stuck. You're still connected to the past. You're begging God to move forward into the future, but you're not willing to let go of the past. You've been hearing me talk about the pissy lemonade before, right? Have you heard me talk about that?
Yes, I have. Yes.
That's what you're doing right now. You've dumped out half of the stuff, but you haven't dumped out all the piss. You're still sitting in it, and you got half of it there, and then you got new stuff coming in, but it doesn't feel good because it's mixed with the piss. So now you got pissy lemonade. So in order to feel good about moving forward, let go, sell the house, sell the house, sell the house, sell the house. Because when you sell the house, it's going to make it easier for you to vibrationally line up with getting the divorce. And so when you sell the house and you get the divorce, and now you are really single, then love comes right into your world and you don't even have to try. See, God is protecting you right now, hon. You're not meeting the person who's right for you because you're not ready for him. And if you met him right now, then like I said, you would bounce off each other. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So
yeah, it does.
do what you got to do. That's why you're feeling that. That's why you're thinking about it a lot more right now. And don't worry about the naysayers. Don't worry about the people that go, really? You want to do that now in this market? Really? Just go, shut up. This is what I'm being told to do. I'm doing what God said. I'm not listening to you. I listen to my heart. And this is what my heart says to do. And your grandma is right there trying to give you this guidance. She's making me feel like she's watched you do this long enough. That's it. It's her turn. She's stepping in.
Okay.
She does keep showing me the...
My question.
Sorry?
Go ahead.
I said she does keep showing me the cross. And I don't know, she keeps pointing to my cross and showing me a cross. Was she very spiritual or religious?
Yes.
That's
yes.
why. That's why. Because she said, this is coming from God, honey. This is coming directly from God. The reason why you're feeling that calling is because you've been praying more. And she's really proud of you for that. I feel like you went a long time where you didn't pray. And then that's been reactivated, even if it was just once or twice. I feel like I'm hearing you praying again, and it's making all the difference. Oh, she's so excited.
So my question is, do I upgrade the house to sell it or just sell it as it is? That's where So
here's how you figure that out, okay? So you got to ask yourself a bunch more questions. So that's the first question. Do I upgrade or do I sell it? Well, you're going to go with the decision that brings more love and joy into your world and not fear, right? So your decision to upgrade the house, would you do that because you want to do that before you sell it and that's what you would love to do? Or would you do that for fear that it won't sell if you don't? Do you know what I mean? There's different questions you can ask. You can say, well, if I put a little bit of work into it and will I get more out of it? Is that what I want to do? You have to just start asking a lot more questions. Like what is more important to you? The equity, the money that you would get out if you didn't? Are you worried about that kind of stuff? Is it more stress to buckle down and try to renovate it? And would it be better on your heart to just let it go and take a loss? Those are some questions. The best way to get the answers to those types of questions that you asked, because that's a very general question, is to start asking some small questions to yourself, and then you will see the answer just kind of reveal itself. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So I think you know the answer. As I was speaking that, I think you just want to let it go. Because I'm hearing Let It Go in my head. I'm hearing that song. Oh, gosh, I've got kids. Now I'm going to hear it in my head all day again. Let it go, let it go. I think they're inspiring. That is what would bring you love and joy. But that fear over here would make you have to force yourself to redecorate it, force yourself to renovate it. And I think that if you buckle down in that vibration, that's going to pull you down. That's not the right vibration. The right vibration always feels good in your heart. And you don't have to see the way. The answer that I got from God this morning when I said, okay, you sent me the builder. I get it. You said it wasn't raining when we built the ark. Okay, got that. But I don't know how I'm going to fill the ark. God, like, what about that? And he goes, do you think that when I told Noah that he was going to have to put 2 of every animal, that he sat there and tried to make a plan on how he was going to rope those lions in here? Or do you think he said, okay, God, that one's yours. That's not me. That's up to you. Ha! Some things are not our job. Our job is to just go with our heart, to make our choices based on love, not fear, and trust that he will guide the way. And here's the beautiful thing is that when we have to be a little bit vulnerable in order to trust that, right? But when you are a little bit vulnerable and you make that decision out of trust and it is honored and the blessings start raining down, there is no feeling in the world like that. For the rest of your life, you will never be able to feel separate and alone again. You will always feel connected. There's really good things guiding you towards your future. And I am really proud of you because that is not always easy to disconnect from the past. And not just that, but I got to tell you, in the beginning of this, I said that our abilities are starting to come alive more and our intuition is starting to kick in. And I do have to say, I feel that in you quite a bit since the last time I talked to you. It's like somebody took the dial and turned it up a bit. So I feel like your intuitions must be kicking into high gear. Can be quite confusing. Just so you know, intuition can feel very confusing. People think it's fun to be psychic, but imagine meeting somebody that you know, like, let's just say for total example, let's say you met somebody that you know you're married to in the future, but they're not even available right now. Imagine living in that world for a while. It gets very confusing, and you have to be strong in your faith of who you are and where you are now, and just trust that God is taking you where you're asking him to go. But keep asking, because if you don't ask where you want to go, then you're going to wind up wherever you get. Does that make sense?
It does. It does.
Please know that your grandmother is on your team. Even if you didn't know her so well, she is absolutely on your team. She loves you very, very much. And she's really proud of you. And I think, and again, she's showing me that cross. She's proud of you for finding that faith again. Because when we get hurt, sometimes it's really easy to just stop believing and stop having faith. And it's interesting. I feel like your faith was injured, it's not like a body injury. It's like a faith injury. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So she's very, very proud of you that you are getting back on that horse. She loves you so much. I hope this was helpful, hon.
It was, Tracy. Thank you so much.
You're very, very welcome. You have a great rest of your day, okay?
You too, Tracy.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, you guys, I gotta let you go because I have clients coming. I have groups this afternoon. So much work to do. I'm moving next week. Yay! So, guys, please say some prayers that the investor approves our proposal and we get the THM Center. Fingers crossed. Prayers. Thank you, guys. Have a great rest of your day. If you liked and shared this video, I will be pulling a tarot card for you on Tuesday. Excuse me. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye.